Meatloaf, it's what's for dinner. I'm entering the Meatloaf Wars. Guys, I have watched so many awesome channels participate in this Meatloaf Wars. There's a huge list. I'll copy and paste LaLa Farms list and put it in my description. But you can also just do the hashtag Meatloaf Wars and see all of the participants. But what we have here is a meatloaf that I accidentally made one time because I was out of ketchup. And instead of ketchup, I used pizza sauce. We loved it. It turned out amazing, and now I make it that way. I've got 2 pounds of 90-10 ground beef. I went ahead and put all of my seasonings in a little dish to be extra fancy. You do not need all of this if you have one of those little meatloaf seasoning packets, but this one has some pink Himalayan salt, paprika, onion powder, some garlic powder, some black pepper. This stuff is pretty good. It's kind of like Italian seasoning a little bit, but it's just Jane's crazy mix-up. I've got some breadcrumbs. I've got a green pepper from our garden, a couple of eggs from our chickens, some milk, and to go with the pizza sauce that's going to be in this meatloaf, it also has pepperoni and mozzarella cheese in it. I like to also, in the meat, do a little splash of Worcestershire. Worcestershire. Does anybody ever say that correctly? Worcestershire. Let's get this stuff mixed up all in the oven because we are hungry and want to eat it. I don't know if anybody else does this, but I always like to mix up the eggs and milk and stuff. The eggs, milk, and the dry ingredients. Just to get it thoroughly mixed. That way you don't have patches throughout. They have a whole bunch of flavor and some patches that don't have any. It's the first time in my entire life I ever did that. Separate them. It's so pretty. Gotta get a good shot of it. I might start doing that. It made me feel fancy. Put all the spices. The only reason I did it that way is because about 10 minutes before I turned on the camera, I realized that I do not have one of those little meatloaf seasoning packets. And mix up those seasonings with the egg and milk. I'll put the measurements in the description. Almost everything is just 1 teaspoon. I think there was 1 or 2 things that were 2. Okay, got my 90-10. I'm gonna wash my hands again since I touched the outside of this package. All right, I am mixing up the meat with the wet ingredients. Sometimes I just do this with 2 forks. I'll get my hands in there once the wet ingredients get a little bit more absorbed. That pizza sauce with the pepperoni and the cheese just gives it that hint of pepperoni pizza. It's pretty amazing. I've never put the green peppers in it before. I wanted to do green peppers and mushrooms this time because you think about on a pizza, you know, you put different toppings, so I thought it'd be good. And you can use regular crackers. I had some of the panko plain breadcrumbs, so I used that this time. I'm gonna get some of the pepperoni. I don't think I'm gonna put all of it in there. And we'll layer a little bit on top too. That was just a real small green pepper from the garden. And I'm gonna mix the cheese right up in it. if you mix everything up and it's too soppy, just add a little bit more breadcrumbs.
Ooh.
Open that pinko breadcrumb right there. And
that's all the pepperoni?
go faster. More. There you go.
I love pepperoni.
Open up that pizza sauce. Now,
I'm not doing that.
not too much, just about a cup. Yeah, if that's not a cup, go keep going.
I don't know what a cup is.
About a cup. Keep going, keep going. There you go. Good?
Perfect.
Yep.
Now, just because I came here and helped, it's going to make it way better.
Okay. We're going to give it a little shot of Worcestershire. Some more cheese. Get it into the pan, top it off with some pizza sauce and some of the little pepperoni. Doing it a little bit thinner, squish it out a little further than most people. I'll edit out a whole bunch of that mixing so you guys don't have to sit and watch me mix it up for 4 minutes. And if you have a homemade pizza sauce, I bet that would be amazing. That's all there is to it, guys. I do 370, about an hour. Just check it, cut into it, make sure it's nice and done. There is our pepperoni pizza meatloaf. So good, guys. So good.
Really good.
Good luck to my fellow competitors. I'm not talking with my mouth full. And I believe the deadline is September 30th to get your Meatloaf Wars video in. And then it runs until October 31st because you want people to try yours and then they'll vote the whole month of October. So if you're gonna do a video, do it by September 30th. Bye, guys.